All right, you guys, this is the Social Magnet Call, October 5th. We're going to be doing a demo of the Social Magnet software, and then I'll be going around the room. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, and we're going to go first to the Social Magnet dashboard. Now, what you're seeing is the admin view. So there's a few things that you're seeing on my screen that you're not going to be seeing when you log into yours. But you're still going to get a whole bunch of the most powerful features here. So I want to start by going over why we created Social Magnet. We did it because social media is critically important to growing a business, but it can also be very distracting. So what we did is we created a software that allows you to reach out to your audience and then engage them without actually having to go into Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. So let me show you how that works. So inside of your Social Magnet, we have the options to create a post. So you'll go in to create a post. You'll be able to schedule it instantly, or you can schedule it for some time in the future. When you go in and schedule a post out, let me just do this right here. On live with my Social Magnet demo. Now I have the opportunity to post that on my Alex Branding Facebook page. I could post it on my LinkedIn profile, and I could even post it on my Instagram, which is something we're working on. Very excited. Now, when I create this post in Social Magnet, now that I've typed it in under the original, I can actually modify it for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google My Business. So for Facebook, I could add a video, a photo, connect it to Canva. I could even change who sees it with some audience targeting. On Twitter, I can still connect pretty much everything, but some of the other Facebook-only options goes away. And then on Twitter, I could add in like a hashtag, social media marketing. That hashtag doesn't show up on Facebook because hashtags don't really apply on Facebook as much. Then I go into LinkedIn. Notice the options are even less because LinkedIn just has fewer options when you make a post. But I could still I could add some emojis, I could add some hashtags. Same thing with Google My Business. I could add a special button on Google My Business. And then I could save it as a draft, which is cool. If you have a team, you want to be able to go back and forth on post ideas, you can save it as a draft so they can go to it, or you can add it to your queue. When you add it to the queue, you can share it instantly. And that shares it across all the different pages that you've checked the box for on the right-hand side there. Or you can say share next, which instead of putting it to the end of the queue, puts it next in line for the queue. You can schedule the post for a specific time and then repeat the post. So that's the create a post. There's a lot of cool features in here that we added because we love them. One of our favorites is the GIF library. So we're actually reading in from Gifly. And so you can search for a GIF, you can add it to your post. And then we've connected it to Canva, which you see Veronica talk about a lot in her recorded coaching calls. So she'll click here on the Canva button. It actually loads in your Canva, all the designs that you have. And what Veronica does inside of the Social Magnet Vault, which I'll show you in a second, every single week she creates brand new posts inside of Canva that you can add to your Canva account, modify with your verbiage, your name, your branding, and then post. And so she's coming up with new ideas all the time. And so she's creating a shortcut for you. So you would click on the designs that she creates, add them to your Canva with a click of a button. It'll walk you through it. You can change the posts that you want. So for example, I think a couple weeks ago, she was talking about Medicare. So you would just change those posts to represent your branding. If you wanted to change some of the questions, you could do that. Save it. And then you go into Social Magnet, click the Canva, find that new post that you created from Veronica's template and add it. All together from the Social Magnet Vault to scheduling it on Social Magnet itself, after you've modified it, it takes just a few moments. She creates 5 posts for you. So the goal is you can create your entire week's worth of social media posts in just minutes using Veronica's templates for you. You don't have to use Veronica's templates. You can do your own, which by all means, we encourage you to do that. Our goal is just to empower you and give you a shortcut so that you get all of your social media posts done quickly. So let's go over curated content, which is another thing that we're super stoked about. So, I have marketing here saved. So what this does is it brings in content that is fresh, new. It's from all over the world. So I can see how to use, this is just any term that has marketing in it, right? So this is showing me here how to use user-generated content on Instagram from Social Media Examiner, one of the most highly acclaimed magazines in the social media space. I can scroll down and see here's a link from entrepreneur.com talking about Twitter. Here's another one from entrepreneur.com. So what it does is it pulls in content from domains with a high quality index. What that means is it pulls in content from blogs and other news article sources that Google has given a very high ranking to as being legitimate and regularly clicked on. So we got some questions about where are you finding this content? How do I know it's good? We let Google do the grading for us. We're using their database, their engine to tell us what is good, high quality content. So we appreciate your feedback, and it's pulled from all over the world. So for example, if you search for life insurance, you're only going to get life insurance articles that are posted on news sites and blogs that Google has said this is a high quality, legitimate source of news and opinion. So now when you see an article that you want to share, you have a couple options. Notice that you can do a share now, schedule post, repeat post, and edit post. Now, most of the time, I like to do edit post, and here's why. So I click on edit post, and now it brings it up. So I can then add in my own 2 cents here. I can add in my own 2 cents. It's got the link. It shows me the different images that I can use from the article, and then I can share on the different pages that I want. And then again, just like in the Create Post tools, I can modify the post in Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google My Business for those specific mediums. So very easy to use. This is a really nice tool, and it does a lot of the work for you. So you have Veronica creating posts every single week, and then you have curated content that you can use to schedule content out on your pages as well. So we're really trying to make this easy for you. So we've gone over the created post. Let's go over pending approval. So if you have a team, then like I mentioned before, you can save it and then have somebody else go in and actually approve it. You get a quick look at the calendar so you can see how you're doing. So this is going to show you all the posts from everywhere. So this is a very full calendar because we're seeing it from the admin view. But for you, you would just see it from your content, the one that's being posted on your page. So analytics, man, we love analytics. We're numbers geeks over here. And so I can go to the Alex Branding account and it instantly pulls in. I mean, look at this. This is great. So it's showing me what's working, what's not working. This is awesome. So last week, we got 9,600 plus likes. We reached over 157,000 people. We saw a 110% boost in that. So anyway, this is all of the stats. You can go in, see the engagement, the demographic, most active commentators, the most active likers, all that good stuff. So really good data, and Veronica will be going over this when she does your audit so you can see what's actually working. Because this is really this shows you the nuts and bolts of what's working. Oh, and this is really cool too. It shows you when your fans are online. So for those of you that are posting, so check this out. So this is the time of day. For me, 10 o'clock Pacific time, between 8 and 10 is the real peak time. Right here in the late afternoon to early evening, very low engagement, very low people online. That just tells me if I'm going to post content, post it in the morning so that it can be seen in the morning. Don't post it at night because my people aren't on at night. So it doesn't tell me to turn ads off. That's not how to interpret this. It just tells me to post at a certain time. So all of that is easily available to you. And then one of my favorites is the social inbox. So I can look here under the social inbox. I haven't actually seen these messages. So you're gonna see it in real time. Good, they're all positive messages. So here's a message from Tony. He's looking for help and he wants me to present to his group, which is pretty cool. And I got some messages from my man Sherman. So these are all got a lot of feel-good messages, so really appreciate that. So I can respond to them straight from here. So I can respond, so here's my inbox. And I could also go and I could say, you know, instead of showing me the inbox, I also want you to just show me what's going on in my comments. And I can filter it that way. And I can actually respond to comments directly within Social Magnet, which means I don't go to Facebook to engage, but I also don't not take care of my audience. I'm engaging them right here inside of Social Magnet. I can just respond back. So really powerful, really easy to use. You can do it all from here. I love it. Now let's go over the Vault. So we have the software, which is awesome. Let's go over the Vault, what we put together there for you. So we have I'm looking at it from a preview mode. So it may look slightly different to you because I'm logged into brandinglibrary.com as an admin. So we have the Welcome to Social Magnet Vault. Veronica gives a quick tour here. Here's the audit request right here under Welcome to Social Magnet. Here's the audit request. So you would enter in your name, email, and phone. Most likely she won't be calling you, but you will get a text message letting you know that it's done. What platform would you like Veronica to audit? Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn? Do your best to provide a full link to it. If you don't know the full link to your Facebook page, you can tell her your page name. It's going to make it a lot easier if you can give her the link to that.
For you. Now,
so, and then if you have specific questions for her, I highly recommend, so that you can get the most out of your audit, tell her some questions that you want her to answer. For example, what post should I do? What have I done that's working? What do you recommend for my cover photo? Like, those are questions that you're going to want to ask her if those are answers you're seeking. So the audit is going to be the most beneficial to you and the time best spent for her if you guide her on where you want her to go. Now, if you don't know, if you're like, you know, I just want to look at my page and give me tips, she's happy to do that. But if you have specific things and you're like, man, I really wish I would get some guidance on this, tell Veronica so she can dive in and give you that answer. Underneath the Social Magnet Vault, we also have all the coaching calls. Every single coaching call that we do is recorded and uploaded here so you can watch it later. And then Social Media 101. So earlier this year, we hired Mia Francis. She's an absolutely brilliant social media strategist. Hired her to do a live training. We were selling the recordings of that for $97. You get access to it for free here in the Social Magnet Vault. So watch it at your leisure. I highly recommend the Social Media Foundations course that she does. There's a cool PDF for the content calendar with some other notes. So she just does a really, really good job of breaking down the mindset and how to approach social media. And then she dives in specific days and trainings and goes deep into Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Really, really powerful training. She did a phenomenal job. She's very expensive, very well paid, and very well revered by some of the top names in the business that look to her for their own social media strategies. So you get classes with her. So really good stuff. Highly recommend checking that out. And then Facebook post to copy and paste. This is where you're going to see Veronica post what she creates for you. So today she's going to be posting up some of her latest posts. Those will be in there. So you'll be able to grab those and use them for yourself. So there's just a ton of really good stuff in there. She also, I asked her to do it and she posted it for you. Years worth of content. So it's not just the 5 posts a week. If you're like, man, I really wish I could get Veronica to create a social media calendar for me. She's not available to do that. However, she is available for you to look at what she created for specific people years ago, so you can actually look over her shoulder and see how she engaged the audience. So really powerful. Highly recommend checking that out. You're getting her work. So this is these are work that she did a few years ago, but the same strategies that she used back then to engage, build an audience, and get them to take action work today. And so we shared some of her best work and posted that up. We also have the Pinterest University. Recommend grabbing that as well. That's really cool. So very little known fact about me back in 2015. I wrote a book called How to Grow Your Business on Pinterest, and hit bestseller status on Amazon. It was on the bestseller list for a little over a year. I created a online university on how to use Pinterest to grow your business. You get access to that at no charge. So that is the Social Magnet Vault. And yeah, so that is the Social Magnet software. We dove in, went into that, tore apart all the features, and then we went into the Social Magnet Vault. So that is everything there. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen and open it up to some Q&A so I can help you guys answer your questions as best as I can. Again, I don't have the social media expertise as Veronica, but I can definitely give you some insight, input, my own personal feedback into your business. So we'll start with just who I saw get here first, just the same way that I do on our VIP calls. So I'll go with Jim, Fred, James, Christina, and Ray. So Jim Lambert, how can I help you grow your social media presence today?
Thanks, Alex. So on the inbox, I don't think mine is working properly because I'm not getting anything upflowing into the inbox. So I'm not sure what that is. We kind of looked at that last week. I just said, I'm not getting anything. So, and then if you can, it's only Facebook business page.
Right now, it's only Facebook business page. We're also working to bring it into LinkedIn.
Right.
We have to work with each platform with their own APIs, but on the Facebook business page, it brings in your unread messages, your unread comments, and then your unread posts on the page. So if Facebook sees that you've read them or acknowledged them already, it will not show up in your social inbox.
So I've tried that because that's what support said, you know, hey, if you already looked at it, but somehow I've never seen anything come into my inbox.
Okay. Okay.
So
that's a good note. That's a good note. We can look at it. What we may want to do is, and it's kind of a hassle, I apologize, but just trying to debug it. Maybe try disconnecting the Facebook page that you know is getting activity and then reconnecting it and seeing if now it has access to that inbox.
Okay. Reconnect. All right. And then the other thing would be is on the curated content.
Yeah.
I would love it because, you know, I mean, is there a way to group things together? So, you know, I look at annuities, I'm going to look at Medicare, I'm going to look at several different things, but kind of the same thing every week.
Are you saying you're seeing the same content every week?
That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? Because this way,
I see what
right
you
now
mean.
I got to go type in annuity, then look for those, and then look for the next one, And then I know the comment was for us was there's a lot of UK stuff, which doesn't really interest most of us.
Gotcha. I will look into the UK side of it. I have not heard that until now. I do know we get it globally. So all the news that comes in is global. We're basically, the way that it works at this moment, and I love the feedback because then we can improve it. The way that the curated content works in the moment is you type it in, we're asking Google, send us results for this feature from websites that have a high quality ranking. And so we're doing our best to filter content that Google says this is high quality stuff from a reputable source. We can see what other filters we have on there as far as location. And we are working on making improvements so that it's a little bit more of a quick search, like there's safe searches. For those of you that search for, because we do the same thing. We search for similar stuff every week.
Right. Yeah. Other than that, I didn't have time to do too much this week with Medicare. Is already
blowing up, man.
I already did 150 phone calls today, so.
I love it. I love it. Right. You're out there crushing it, Jim. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. We are working on making the curated content better. So we came up with what we thought was a really cool idea for curated content. Now we just got to tweak it and hone it so it works even better for people like you.
Because as I mentioned before, that's one of the things that really appealed to me was, you know, you do get all of a sudden now you're sidetracked for 15, 20 minutes because you're looking at Facebook, where having that inbox was kind of really a sweet thing for me.
Yeah. We use it on a regular basis here. So I don't go into my Facebook page anymore because I get so distracted. I just go into Social Magnet and I respond to people's messages and comments directly from there. So it's a huge time saver for me. It helps me keep my focus.
The
So
other
yeah,
the other question I know it was one of the guys brought up last was under the agent CRM. How is that being backed up? Because like I had Zoho in the past. Twice a month they would send me a little thing saying, "Hey, you should back up your Zoho information." So how is the agent CRM side? Are we backing that up?
yeah, good question. So it's backed up. We have redundancies on the server side. You can also back up if you choose. You can export your contacts on a regular basis. Right now, we don't have like, here's everything. We don't have it, so you can, download your conversations and all that sort of thing. But you can export your contacts at any time, which is really the most important part of it. So, but I don't see any, other than that, I don't know what else you would back up besides your contacts.
Calendar, right? But
Yeah.
that's usually
The calendar should be, if it double syncs to your Google, then technically Google is already reading it.
gotcha. And I sent Ryan an email today because I think they've been syncing fine, but I went today and they're not.
Gotcha. Yeah, let him know he can dig into it a little bit and see what's going on there.
I know because we have another call after this one, and I'm like, so yeah, I'm hoping he can get to that because right now calendar is really important to me.
Yeah, for sure, especially with all the Medicare stuff going on.
Right.
So absolutely. Great notes and great feedback on Social Magnet there, Jim. Thank you. Fred, my man, you're up next. Great to see you on the call. How can I help?
Good to see you, Alex. My Social Magnet, when I go to the site, first of all, we don't have the tabs that you're talking about as far as the posting tabs and all that. All I have is says dashboard, group, and accounts. That's number one. I already sent a message to support like 2 weeks ago that where's all the tabs. Then the second thing now.
Yeah, it looks like, I'm not sure if have you added pages to your account, Fred?
Now that when I
I'm
go,
on your account right now and I don't see any pages, which is why you don't have the tabs.
So when you go to connect account, it says that I'm exceeding limit of social accounts I can connect for this account. So I sent a message last night or yesterday to support to see what's going on.
I will definitely look into that as soon as we get off the phone. So yeah, I apologize for you getting that error message. So I will see what's going on.
So I'll get another free month. Is that it?
I will take care of you, Fred. Yes.
Now another, I know that the suggestion I did, and it's good for Veronica, obviously, to do a live, thing for us. Another suggestion that I like personally, that okay, Fred, if you want to spend, just at the beginning when you sign up, if you want 20 minutes or 30 minutes of Veronica, just one-on-one, here you go. You go on Zoom, she goes on your site. Okay, this is how much I'm going to charge you to do that. Okay. Then I have the option, okay, I'm going to pay whatever, $100, and I'll have her for 20 minutes. She'll go over everything with me. And now I'm set. And then every week I can, send the email or send this and have her go. So that's another option since you own everything. If you can come up with something like that, give people the option. If somebody wants to pay, fine. If not, they can stick to the 1 hour every week also.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. If I were to open that up and offer coaching, would you want it to be in a 30-minute or increment?
As I said, it's just a first time 20, 30 minutes at the beginning to set you up. And then every week I can be online, listen to what she has to say. Or if I have a question like you have it right now, okay, can you check my Facebook? This is what's going on. That's fine. She'll do a video. But at the beginning segment, I personally like one-to-one. Here, let me show you. This is what you have to do. This is what's going on with your site. And that's it. That way I can, set it up just one time. It's not like I like to have it private every week.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, let me talk to her about that, and that's definitely something we can offer as well. So I love the idea. I think the one-to-one is really important, at least at first. So yeah, thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. That's good.
The last thing is Instagram. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Is the Instagram fully going right now with the site?
So we are working on that. Unfortunately, it hit a snag with my own testing when I got hit with COVID, so it kind of pushed things back. I apologize for that. We are working on Instagram. You can see it on my side, which is like you can see us working on it. So what's working right now is it's connecting to Instagram business pages. So what that means is that if your Instagram account is a business account, which is just a flag that you turn on or off, then it can schedule posts out, which is super cool. So we are working on just perfecting that, cleaning it up, doing some testing. Before we launch it to you guys, we want to make sure that it is good to go. So we're doing some more testing this week and next week. Our goal is to have it live by the end of October at the very latest. So we will definitely keep you posted on that. That is by far one of our most, as our top priority. We're also working on an app for Social Magnet. So that should be live by the end of the year. I think most people work on Social Magnet on their computer and tablet. We haven't got a lot of requests for an app, but I know for me, I like being able to just, look at everything on the phone, and especially when it comes to the inbox. So we're working on that as well. So we have some really cool stuff coming out with Social Magnet, and of course fixing the bugs and the smaller tweaks like what Jim mentioned for curated content. So our development team is working on all of that. So thank you, Fred. Awesome. Thank you for the feedback. James, good to see you on the call, man. It's nice to put in the face.
Yeah, nice to put a face with a name. My main issue right now, at least, is driving business to my business Facebook page. I've already asked all my friends and family to like the page and everything like that, but to get other people outside of that, that bubble to visit it and drive some traffic to it. That's what I'm trying to focus on right now.
Yeah. So what we've done on our side, this is a common thing. This is a common question that we get. Is like, really comes down to how much effort should I put into building the likes on my Facebook page, or how much effort should I put into creating engagement on my posts? And they are a little bit different. So before, I'm thinking back like 3 or 4 years ago, Facebook really pushed businesses like ours, build up your likes, build up your audience, get the word out. And then they really restricted our reach about 2.5 years ago. And so it's hard to get people to see our page and actually like it. And so I'd say all that to say this, James, just to give you some foundation of what I'm about to say. When it comes to people liking your page and becoming a fan of it, the most effective method that I have seen is doing a retargeting campaign. And I hate to say ad budget, but that's just what Facebook is pushing us to do. It could be as little as $1 a day. And on your page, you can do like a promote page. I can have Veronica do a quick training on this, but it creates an ad that just encourages people to like the page. And so if you want to build up your likes, what that does is, and you'll see it when you scroll Facebook, you'll see some pages have this. It'll say like an encourage to follow. Like there's like a, you've seen that, right? So it's like, so yours will pop up in there. And so people will be encouraged by Facebook to follow you. So they'll click on the like button and boom, like now they follow you. Now that they're a fan of yours though, just as a warning, it doesn't mean that they'll see every post that you make. So just because the way the algorithm works. So building likes, awesome. But it's Facebook is making it a little bit harder to do that. And unfortunately, the organic or free reach of your posts on your business pages have gone down. So it's kind of lame. Facebook is still a great tool for building business using paid traffic. It's becoming less effective for organic traffic. What we do on our side, we post content on our page for the people that are doing a deep dive on us. So they'll see an ad, they're starting to do their research, trying to figure out who we are. And so like we post content on a pretty regular basis with that in mind. We assume that people are not seeing our content as quote unquote cold traffic. In other words, like they're seeing the posts that we make on our page because they've already engaged with an ad or other piece of content that was shared.
Okay.
Right? And so it's a different, so like when you see the content that Veronica's posting for insurance agents, when you go through some of those calendars that she's created, her mindset is not, I want to convince this person that we're the best. The mindset is, I want to stay in the conversation with the people, right? And so that's why she goes for engagement. So I feel like that was a really long answer to your question.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Is there anything else I can help you with before I go on to Christina?
No, just like what Jim had hit on, we brought up last week was there were a few times where I went through some posts and thought I had some really good content until I really dug into it, and it turned out that it was from the UK or something. I had to get rid of it because if I post that to someone, they're just gonna think like I don't know what I'm talking about because it doesn't really pertain to the rules and regulations here and all that. So.
Gotcha. Good feedback. Thank you for letting me know. I'll work with our team on that with the curated content.
But it's a great tool. I mean, it saves me a ton of time. I just go in every week and schedule everything up and hands off. The rest of the week, I just do whatever else I need to do. So it's definitely a good tool.
Awesome. Thank you, James. Appreciate it, man. Nice to meet you on Zoom. Christina. Good
Hello.
morning and happy Monday. How are you?
I had a virus last week, but I did not have COVID. So
Oh, thank God for that. Yeah.
it's better. So I have a couple of questions. This meeting, is it the same Zoom link every single week?
It is, yes. Mhm.
Last week I kept clicking on it and could not get in, and I don't know what I was doing, but anyway. All right. So like Fred, I don't have all the boxes on the side of Social Magnet that you had. So you have
Let me look
something.
on yours. Yeah, because I could look I could see under, I could see why Fred doesn't, because he doesn't have any pages connected to it. Let me look under yours. Let's see, it looks like you have 4 connected accounts. I see, it looks like you have a LinkedIn, 2 Facebook pages, and a Twitter account. What do you see on your left-hand side?
Dashboard, groups, accounts, posts, analyticals, and inbox. And you had one more.
Yeah, so team and client is it's just for the admin side of it. Yeah, and then content and feed, you have the same under posts.
Oh,
The curated content is the same as what I have on the left-hand side for content.
all
So
right.
you have all the tools. It's just one of them is an admin only, and the other one is just in a different spot. So I apologize for the confusion, but you're not missing anything.
Okay. So with open enrollment coming up, I'm trying to get
Yes.
all my posts done for the year. So I've gone through every Monday for the year. So how often do you advise putting posts up? It's like
Yeah,
every day.
That's a great question. So I advise putting posts up regularly, and that's really, there's not like a right or wrong answer. So I'll say this, how often are you posting now, Christina?
I have set every Monday for motivation, and those
Okay.
are all in there. And
Nice.
then I have the holidays done, for the year.
I love it.
But I think I need a lot more. So
So
that,
I love it sounds like you're on a really cool theme where it's like you have motivational Mondays, and then just like when the holidays come up, you're talking about that. That's awesome. I would advise to come up with another theme. My wife loves themes too, so maybe one of them could be like like a Wisdom Wednesday or something where you share some tips or advice about Medicare or health insurance. And so it's specific to um, what you do.
Okay, so that it brings up the next question. So I'm in Video Funnel, which I really like, and people are really liking that. And I know on social media you can upload videos.
Mhm.
So is that a good idea?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And so I can make videos and upload them for like open enrollment's coming. So, okay.
That's a great idea because there's something so powerful about them being able to see your face, you know,
Okay.
and hear your voice. And then, you know, they'll see your content. And then when you do have an opportunity to talk to them and they hear your voice, they're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
almost that like familiarity. They're like, oh, that's Christina, you know? So I get the same thing when I talk to people on the phone because they'll see me on my video ads. And then when they
Mhm.
talk to me, they'll recognize my voice. Like, oh, cool. Like, you're the bald guy, you know? Yeah. You know, so
They feel like
yeah.
they know you already.
Yeah. At least
So,
they're familiar with you. It's you're not a stranger anymore, even though you're not a friend, but you're not a stranger. It's that
right. So when I go to post and I go to create a post to do a video, is that, what did I see on here? CVS or something?
Canva.
I don't know. I know I saw it somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'll come back to you. If you have any other questions, I'll come back. I'll go to my man Ray. And I'll
okay.
come back to you if you have another question. Ray, my man, go ahead and unmute yourself. How can I help build your online presence today?
Hey, good morning, Alex. How you doing?
A lot better.
Good, good. I hope you continue to get better and recover. I was trying to do some posts, and I was wondering where is the best place to go in and get articles for like Medicare or life insurance. I know you can Google that stuff, but is there somewhere that you guys use or other agents use to get good relevant articles for like either Medicare or life insurance?
Yeah, I mean, for Medicare, for both of them, we try to use, we've really worked on making that curated content tool inside of Social Magnet really powerful so that you don't have to go to Google and copy and paste it. You can just do it straight from Social Magnet. So inside of Social Magnet, I don't know if you're open, it's open right now. Under Post on the left-hand side, click on Curated Content. And then under that Curated Content tab, you can type in Medicare, and it's going to bring in blog posts and news articles from high-quality websites and it'll show you generally by most recent. So it's most recent activity on the excuse me, on the post itself.
Okay.
So that's so we're trying to make it so you don't even have to go to Google. You don't have to go to Facebook. You can just go into Social Magnet, find articles, post them, engage with your audience using the social inbox, like all from one spot.
Okay, so it's all in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, Ray. Good to see you.
Thank you. Same here. Have a good day.
Yep, you too. Christina, I saw that you have a note.
So I use a system called CoVideo to make video emails and texts, and it has a specific frame around the video that pertains to my company. So it has my logo and companies that I represent. Is that something that I can upload onto the Social Magnet?
Yes, absolutely. You can download it from CoVideo and then upload it as a post inside of Social Magnet. There's a button when you go to create a new post on the left there. So, oh, actually, I can just show you instead of trying to describe it. All right, so here's the post, create post. Did you see my screen here where you can add a video?
Mm-hmm.
So you just click that, and then what it's going to do is it's going to look for your computer. It's going to look for a file. So you just click it, upload it, and then you can post it.
Okay.
There you go. You're good to go. So you can syndicate that content. You can send it out to the world, all from Social Magnet.
Okay. So with the video funnel, do I add additional videos to that, or is it just the one that I originally made?
It's just for the funnel that we created for you. It's just the one that you initially made.
Okay.
So
All right.
we can help you out with more. So yeah. But yeah, awesome. So you guys, this was so much fun. Veronica had a little bit of a life hiccup, but it worked out really well because I got to see you guys this Monday morning.
Yeah.
So I will see you guys on Friday morning. For those of you that are in the VIP group, we're excited. And then I'm going to turn off the record button.